And we're recording.
Yay! Hi, Dr. Sellers.
Hey, Dr. Sellers.
Before we begin, I want to say though that you've been an amazing teacher, and I loved being in your class, and it has been an honor to work with you and be a part of Social Work 432. And I know Emily too feels the same way, and Lacey does, and we're really happy to do this. And we had we had fun in doing this project in general. Do you want to add anything?
We love you.
Anyway, we'll get started. So you have some of the questions, and the first question that you have is, were you nervous or anxious about, what were you nervous or anxious about leading up to your table talk? So that's the first question. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to answer it first?
I'll go first. Honestly, just doing it made me nervous. I didn't want to mess up or anything.
I think for me, it was like all of the written work, because I didn't have a problem with actually meeting with people. It was more so because I felt like in my head it would be just a discussion, and that it'll just be kind of open, and we would just talk about things. But I think I was mostly nervous and anxious about all the written work that we had leading up to the Teal table talk. Oh, the next question is, what do you think went well in your Teal table talk?
I think we had a great discussion with the few people we had.
I fully agree.
And we kind of got down to what needed to change around this.
Yeah. I think we had a great discussion. It was just good in general. So the question, what do you think went well in our talk? I think everything did. I don't think we had much of an issue with it. I think it went really smoothly. I think the only thing that I would have done differently is probably advertise it differently and encouraged other people to go, because we only had a few people. We had 2 people outside of our group, and so
It's the 2 people we invited.
Yeah, I know, crazy. So that's one thing that I think didn't go well. But other than that, which leads us into our next question, which is, what challenges did you have in your Teal table talk? Which I'll go first. For me, I think it was just getting the conversation going, and also just having limited people in our talk. So
it kind of got a little awkward just having 2 other people.
Yeah, you did.
I saw that we had a lot more people sign up, but they all didn't come, except for the 2 we invited.
Yeah. Crazy. We're zooming through these questions.
I know.
The fourth question is, if we were going to do another table talk, what would we do differently, and what would we do the same? I'll go first, I guess. So if we were going to do it differently, like I said before, I would probably advertise it differently, tell more people about it, get the word of mouth going. And if we were going to do it again, I would also maybe pick a different topic, honestly. I did like our topic. I thought that it was something that we needed to talk about, but it wasn't something that I was super, super passionate about per se. And what would I do the same? I think my group members, I would do the same, because you guys were awesome. And I wouldn't change being in a group by myself or with other people. I think that worked really well.
I agree with that. We worked very well together. Yeah. I wish we just had more people.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. I think we did work really well, though, to that. Again, I think this was the very first group that I was in college where everyone pulled their weight,
Yeah.
It wasn't just 1 or 2 people. It was the whole group. So I was really surprised and happy about that. And the last question, what overall comments or suggestions do you have about future Teal table talks? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I mean, make sure you have a great group.
Yeah.
so you don't have to do all the work.
Yeah.
Or if you really do want to work alone, then work alone. It's up to you.
And I really like that option that we were allowed to work alone.
Me too.
Having that there helped so much. Comments and suggestions that I have. I would say that, man, Dr. Sellers, I know there were so many like barriers this semester. Like, how do you work in a group when we're all trying to be separated? You know, like we have to be separated for our own health and our own benefits. So working with that huge obstacle and working around it and creating this Teal table talk in general, I feel like that is props to you. Good job, Dr. Sellers. Comments and suggestions. I really don't have very many suggestions. Or comments. I thought that it was really great. I thought that it was amazing. And even if we aren't on like fully, even if we're in person next semester, I think that the Zoom calls were so laid back, and it was like anyone who wanted to join could for like an hour. And I really, really recommend it, like doing that next semester too. That's probably the only thing for future Teal table talks.
I just love doing this.
Yeah, it was fun.
So fun.
It was fun. And it was great to talk to Dr. Sellers in our group too. Have that person, her story.
She brought a different point of view.
Definitely. Everyone did. I fully agree with that. But any last final comments or questions from you?
I think I'm good.
All right, none from me. Thank you so much for facilitating this and being amazing, Dr. Sellers. We love you once again. I can't wait to hopefully work with you again and have you as my teacher next year when I graduate and go for my master's. Anyway, bye.